Hello everybody, this is Brian with ZimCo Survival. I am sorry that I've been gone for so long. If you guys can't hear to my voice, I have been sick for a while. Finally, we have a nice sunny day, and I'm feeling well enough to actually get out here and make some videos for you guys, so I'm going to take full advantage of that. Now, I've decided to proclaim this Fire Week because I have a ton of fire-related stuff to show you guys. So there's probably going to be a video posted every day, guides and reviews about fires. So I decided to start it off with my new favorite EDC item, the NanoStriker, the Exotac NanoStriker XL. This did not come with it. I added that so that I had a little extra length on the striker portion. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys, do something that no other review on YouTube has done with this, because believe it or not, it's very hard to get an idea of just how small this item is. I was shocked when this came in the mail. So let me show you guys. This is a Bic lighter, just a standard Bic lighter, and this is the NanoStriker. Alright? I know a lot of reviews on this. I know that YouTube has done tons of reviews, but no one ever gives you a good idea of the size. And, you know, when it came, I was blown away by just how small this thing is. Let me go ahead and get into the review. This is made out of machined aluminum. Now, I have the orange version, called Blazing Orange. In my opinion, it's more of a burnt orange. It's not as bright as I was hoping for, but it works. Now, this particular item is actually 4 pieces. So let me go ahead and show you how it works. First, you have the cap, and there's your rod. Next, you have your striker, which is this piece right here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's shaped like an hourglass, and it's a carbide coated stainless. Now, this isn't pure carbide, it's a carbide coated stainless, but it's still a fantastic striker. And then of course you have the area for your key ring right up there. Now, something that I really like about this rod, and I know a lot of people have addressed it, is that you can replace the ferro rod. It is threaded all the way around. My camera won't focus for you guys. Sorry about that. But it is threaded. You can buy new ones. They cost about, I think, $6.95, so let's just say a $7 replacement rod. Now let me show you guys. I'm sorry, I'm kind of out of the habit of the videos here, but basically you can buy replacement rods for this if the rod runs out. This is a 3,000 strike rod. However, it is extremely soft, so while they might have gotten 3,000 strikes in laboratory conditions, I've probably made several fires with this and just messed around with it a whole bunch. But I'd say this is probably 1,500 strikes in reality before you're going to have to replace it. I've used this thing a ton since I've gotten it, but I'd say probably 1,500 strikes is a reasonable number that you're going to get out of this rod. Basically, the way you use it, let me put it back together here for you. Screw that back on. Screw the striker back in. Alright. So when you get it, it's going to come like this, and the way you use it is you unscrew the cap portion, you unscrew the striker, alright, flip it around, and you screw the cap into the back portion of the rod. Okay? That gives you a nice long handle to use when you're using this rod. Then you take the striker, which is right here, hold it at a 45-degree angle. I'm going to have to strike it a couple of times because the rod is oxidized a little bit. And you get your sparks. I know some people have had a problem striking this rod, and the reason for it is they aren't holding it at the right angle. They're either trying to use it like this, and it will not work that way because of the way this striker is shaped. Or they're trying to use it like a hard rod and they're just doing light scraping on it, and you'll notice you don't get many sparks when you do that because this is a soft rod. You had to put pressure on it to get those good sparks. So if you decide to buy this rod and you're having issues with it, that's probably why. Try adding a little bit more force to it and doing a nice hard pull. Ah! Throwing sparks at myself. Alright? One more. Ah! There we go. That's probably why. Because this thing is very, very soft. And I found I love this rod because it is so soft, even though it is very small. I can start a fire very easily with this. I can start a fire just as easy as I can with one of my large rods, which makes this a fantastic EDC Ferro Rod. However, there is a downside to this, and I want to explain it. I have not found anything wrong with the design or the rod or anything else. The only downside is how much they charge. This rod, when you buy it first, when you first buy it, you're going to spend about $25 buying this rod. The replacements are about $7, but this is $25 for something this small, which I think is a little excessive. But when you take into consideration that this is machined aluminum, the quality is there. So it's a matter of, are you willing to pay the money for the quality? And for me, I was willing to do that, so here it is. Let me go ahead and take you over to the stump, and we'll go ahead and get some birch lit. Now, it is a little bit windy, so I'm not sure how long it will take me. With this rod, normally it takes me about 4 to 5 strikes to start some birch, but because the sparks burn so long, I've actually been able to do it in just one. So we'll see. We'll be right back, and we'll go ahead and get this thing struck for you, and then I'll give you my final conclusion on it. Be right back. Alright, so I have my birch bark right here, and the wind's trying to blow it away already. Basically, I'm just going to shred it up just a little bit. Let me cover it up so the wind doesn't blow it. And I'm going to go ahead, take the NanoStriker apart, just like this. So there we have it. I'm going to I'm going to bunch this up. Now I found the best way to strike with this particular one, because it is so small, so take and kind of bunch it up, put the rod down on the material, and then just do strikes down into it. And the wind keeps blowing it out. Come on. There we go. Really easy to use, really effective. With how small this rod is, honestly, there's no reason not to carry this with you at all times. Like I said, I keep mine on my key ring, so I always have it with me. You never know when you're going to need to make a fire, and this really does make it easy. So we'll go ahead, go back to the chair, and I'll finish up this review for you guys. And welcome back. One thing that I forgot to mention earlier, this rod is waterproof. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a black O-ring right here on the striker, and there's a black O-ring right there on the cover. Honestly speaking, I have to give this rod a 10 out of 10. I have found nothing legitimately wrong with it except for its price. But if you're willing to pay the price for it, this is, in my opinion, one of the best, or the best, EDC Ferro Rods that you can buy. It's expensive. It's certainly not something that everyone's gonna buy, and it's not something that everyone needs. You know, I'd consider this a luxury item. But if you're willing to pay the money for it, to have a good, high quality EDC Ferro Rod, go ahead and buy this one. It is fantastic. I found nothing wrong with it. As you can see by how much of the rod is used, I've probably put 1,000 strikes on it already. I've done my testing with this thoroughly, and I have not found a single instance where it's failed me. So, my opinion, if you got the $25 and you want to buy an EDC Ferro Rod like this, go ahead, click the buy button, and get it. It's well worth it, and you will not regret buying it. But there you go. That's my review. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe. Bye-bye.